Hey guys, futgaminguk here today, back with another video. And before getting into things, I'd just like to say huge thank you for all of the new subscribers. Since our last video, which was up on Monday or Tuesday, we've gained about, I think, maybe 6 or 7 subs. That's absolutely great, guys. 50k giveaway, that will be announced later on today. I think we might do a double upload, maybe even a triple upload. I'm just going to go on a bit of an uploading spree, and yeah, I'm just going to upload. So yeah, a 50k giveaway. All you need to do to enter that is just subscribe and send one person to the channel to subscribe to. You need to send new people. We may do a live stream later, but as you can tell, guys, we're actually doing something a little bit different, and we're going to be starting a new series on my channel, and that is going to be a career mode. So as you can see me here, I'm just setting this all up. I already decided which team it was going to be. I had a bit of a choice. I was thinking a higher team like maybe Man United, or maybe a bit more of a smaller team such as Watford. So at the end I decided to go with Watford because I thought that would be, sort of a good journey. I think, that is going to be a nice long just career. I think that's what I'm trying to say, guys. So these episodes are going to be fairly long, quite long, and guys, basically what I want you to do, I want you to tell me how you want these. Do you want them to be long episodes, long and drawn out, or do you want them to be shorter? I mean, if they were shorter, that means we probably won't play as many games. Do you want the games to be edited or unedited? I mean, this episode we don't really play any games. I'm just setting everything up, getting them in the transfer market. But it's still quite an interesting episode. I'm just downloading the latest squad, and here you can just see some setting up things, and it's just going to be doing that, and yeah. So this can take a little while, but basically, guys, this is just going to be a career mode. I haven't really done much of. I don't think I've done any careers on FIFA 17 yet properly. So yeah, if you want me to maybe do a player career mode, so this is obviously a manager career mode. If you want me to start a player career one, I will do that. I just want to see the response to this. Leave a like if you think it's good. Leave any suggestions. I make. Actually, I'm not going to say. I do make one signing in this video. And in my opinion, a very good signing. So although I updated the latest squad, so there were 1 or 2 players that hadn't actually been transferred properly yet. So I don't know if you knew, but Tom Cleverley has gone to Watford on a loan, I believe, with the option of a permanent deal. So that's just happened. Yeah. So but some other players haven't been transferred. So I'm just doing that sort of business. Here you can see the pre-season. I actually just simulated the pre-season tournament because I don't really feel the need to play it. It doesn't really give me much. I've got my team, I've got everything, and now you're just going to see me going into my office and reading all of these emails. I mean, I did play a lot of career mode last year. I think, yeah, a lot of career mode. So yeah, and it's just. I know the basis of it. They've obviously added a few features like targets and development and growth and stuff, but I've just gone and done this, so I sort of know the basis of it. I don't really need to read them in depth. I just scanned over it, and yeah, here it's just got introducing me to my scouts and some players. My first scout report has arrived, as you can see there, and yeah. It's just going to be it. It's going to be quite a long episode today, guys, and what you're going to see me doing here is just going into the team. So when I first inherited this squad, it was set as a 5-3-2, yeah, a 5-3-2. Sorry, I was thinking 4-1-2-1-2, but that's a 5-3-2. I changed it to the 4-1-2-1-2 wide, push Pereira upwards, and I was considering pushing my wingers, my left and right midfielders up the pitch, but then I decided against it. I thought to myself, you know what? Let's see how this gels, and if it doesn't work, we'll just change it. It's at this time, it's all about experimenting, and this is what I'm doing. I was just looking at my team, and I'm pretty happy with the team at the minute. I looked at it. I thought, where do I need to strengthen? I think the defence is okay. It's pretty good. I might consider bringing in some defensive reinforcements. I think in terms of goalkeeping, we've got two good goalkeepers in Costel Pantilimon and Halluno Gomez, and I think they're alright for the minute. Might consider bringing in maybe a younger goalkeeper to develop. But that's all just sort of something to do in the future. I'd say the positions that I was really looking at was maybe another striker instead of a Kaka, and then move Amrabat up into striker and get another midfielder. That would be preferable, to be honest. And I'm just comparing Igalo and Okaka. Now, in terms of that situation, Igalo or Okaka, Igalo in real life is a very good player. Maybe not so much this season in the EPL, but nonetheless, is a very good player. I decided to give Okaka the benefit of the doubt. If he didn't play too well, I would obviously swap him out for Igalo at the minute. I'm not sure what to do with Igalo, to be honest, guys. Should I sell him? Should I loan him out? Or should I keep him and play him? I'm not sure. Leave it in the comments. You help me out with that one. That's just, sort of something that I can do. And yes, so there we go. I've just finished off with that. And when you start off with the career mode, you have an 80 rated. Your rating is 80, and then if you play well, it goes up, obviously. And so here you can see me going in for my first signing. And his name was Mbai Niang, formerly of, I think, Chan in the league. Yeah, I think that's right. That's C-A-E-N. Yeah, Chan. And he actually now is at AC Milan. He's a French player. He's a very, very good player. He's still quite young. I believe he's about 21 years of age. So I put in an initial bid. They're saying that I scouted him, actually. No, I don't. Yeah, no, I scouted him first. So I put him on my shortlist and scouted him, just to see. And then here you can see me setting up a scouting network, because I do like to have my younger players. I remember in FIFA 16 I developed this player too, I think 94 rated or something, and he used to be a 45 rated. And that was pretty cool. I just love sort of taking part in those projects. And yeah, I don't know what to... I'm just going to go along with this series. It's going to hopefully be quite good. And I'm just deciding. I don't really know what took me so long here. I just really wanted to get a country that I thought would suit me and would be good. And at the end, I decided to go with. I decided to go with Canada. Sorry, I saw the Norwegian flag and I thought that was. Yeah, and then you can hear the plane going. And so now my scout has now gone. And yeah, that's sort of just what's happened. As you can see, that's just the email confirming so. And yeah, I obviously have expectations for my club, but you saw them at the start. We'll obviously go through them quite often, but I'm just advancing. As I said, I'm not going to be playing in this. And now that was the Mbai Niang inquiry. They said that they'd want £13 million for him, which I think is a bit excessive for. I don't know, I wouldn't say unproved, but he's 21 years old. Again, I believe that he holds the second youngest goal scorer for AC Milan, but I just think 13 was a bit excessive. So I get into the game here. I would take the lead 2-0, as you can see. I'm going to be commentating on the games, guys, afterwards. So yeah, as you can see here, guys, it's 2-0 and then 3-0, and then that's how the game ends off. That's how it finishes, as you can see. That was a game against Boca Juniors, so that will put us first in our group. By the way, if we win this competition, we get a cumulative amount of, I believe it was £7.66 million. So yeah, that's good. And then we come up to our next game. This is against Besiktas. They are in the Super League of Turkey, and they are probably one of the top 3 teams amongst with Galatasaray, who maybe are the best team in Turkey. I'm not really too sure. I don't know too much about Turkish football. I just know a few teams like Antalyaspor and stuff. I think Didier Drogba played for. He had a little spell at Galatasaray. But yeah, as you can see here, I take the lead 2-0. Then it becomes 2-1. But that's how the game finishes off. 2-1 to us. Another great win. That's puts us again top of the group. I carry on simulating forward, and that's sort of a bit of a topic I want to talk to you. I'm not sure if I'll make a separate video, but it's Chinese football. I really don't know what's going on with that. That is absolutely mad. The transfer fees that people are paying to go to China. I don't know, just the fact that people are willing to spend that sort of money. So I think Oscar, £40 million. Hulk back a few months ago, that was another in excess of, I think, £50 million. You got Axel Witsel, you've got I can't think now, but you've got a lot of other players. That was a 1-1 draw, by the way. And you've got everybody just moving to China. It's sort of just a bit sad, if you ask me. You had Ramirez, and it's so evident they're all going for the money. And I just don't see what they're doing. What they're doing to football it's the quality of football there. It's incomparable to the main leagues like the English, like the EPL and the Liga Santander. I just think it's absolutely disgraceful, but maybe that's for another video. As you can see here, Yang, I put in a bid of £4 million. I'm obviously not expecting them to accept that, but it's sort of just, as they say, to test the water. I just wanted to see what they'd come back with. Yeah, so I just wanted to see a little bit of that. Then I come into the semi-final of my competition. This is definitely a game against UD Las Palmas. I think it's definitely a game that I was expecting to win. They actually have a decent team. On Ultimate Team, I was using just, I think this SBC, Squad to Building Challenge. I submitted one of their players, but before I did, they had this centre-back 80 rated called Lemos, and he looked okay, so I didn't submit him, and I used him, and he actually was quite good. So, oh, by the way, guys, have you seen Lunar New Year things on the Ultimate Team? That's pretty cool, if you ask me, actually. And they gave me, I think I got a 50k pack for logging into Ultimate Team and the Lunar kit, and I did the Lunar SBC. That was good. As you can see, we've just progressed through that. We just progressed through the semi-finals, so we're now into the finals, and I'm just checking my inbox in here. I have a press conference, so I just attend this. I decided to praise Watford because of the good performances recently. I don't know if the press conference has actually done anything, but Then Etienne Capoue, I have a bid for him. Now I don't know if I wasn't really looking to offload him. He's one of the best players, but I don't think that he was in the team. So I don't know. I'm not really looking to get rid of him. So I didn't do anything. But Yang, they reject that offer of £4 million, which I did sort of expect. So I just put in another bid. I think it was of £8 million maybe. And then you see that they come back to me very soon. You're just gonna have to wait. And I advance forward, and now it becomes it's the final against Monterrey. As you can see, it's the final. And this is definitely a game that I was expecting to win. I've beaten Las Palmas. They're part of the Liga Santander. I take the lead 1-0. I'd say that Nordin Amrabat's probably been our player of the tournament so far. I did get a little bit worried when it became a 1-0 later on, but I sort of still had faith. I still had trust. We took the lead back 2-1 to Watford. And that draws out into the later stages of the game, really expecting to win this. Then the final whistle goes. We win that game. Great win for us, to be honest. I'm really, really happy that we were able to do that. I'm really proud. That sounds really wrong, but just really happy on that tournament. Great, got a bit of extra cash to spend, and I get a bid an offer for Ben Watson. Now, as you can see, I have eventually later on in this episode. I've only got 5 minutes left or so. I'm getting a lot of bids for players, so I have to increase the price. I'm not looking to offload them for such expensive prices, because otherwise I'm going to have a really thin squad, and I had 30 million to spend at the start. Then I come into Yang. This is where the Yang saga really does heat up. So they reject their offer. I come in and I put a high bid in, and I just offer this random no one for them, because it's sort of, I don't really need him. So he's from Sweden or something. And then I get another offer for somebody called Ducore, who is a very good player, quite young, 23 years old. I think I might loan him out for maybe 1 year. I actually sort of regretted giving him a counter because I really didn't want to sell him. But as you can see, I'll advance forwards and then I'll get an email back from the other people, and they said that they wanted to, they didn't want to resume with their, chase for Watson. And yeah, as you can see here, I get an email saying that a bid has been, I think Wolfsburg are interested or something, and that always happens on FIFA. It really annoys me. So you go for a player and then another club's interested in them, but if you weren't interested in them, they wouldn't have been interested in them, if you understand what I'm trying to say. It just sounds like I'm really moaning, which I sort of am, but that's just something that in my experience has happened. Yeah, as you can see here, it's just me countering again. I counter for quite a lot of money for Ducore. I'm really not willing to sell him, and the competition for what's his name? The competition for Aubameyang was really heating up at that point. So I was really just willing to get that carried on back again, starting because I just didn't want that to escalate and not end up being okay. I don't want to lose him. It's definitely my main transfer target. So yeah, I really wanted him. So I just carried on pursuing him. I got another thing back from Losk Lille, who actually used to own Hazard until he went to Chelsea, who's been playing quite well this season, actually, in fairness. All credit given, some more credit's due. And then I end up just straight up rejecting the offer. I get a bid, an offer for Kostil Pantilimon from AC Milan, the club which I'm trying to nab Niang off of. I reject it. He's sort of my second choice keeper, so I did really want him. And then, as you can see here, finally, after my, I think, £14.2 million bid, after everybody and their kitchen sink was interested in buying Niang, I just get him. I give him a contract offer. I offer him 40 grand a week, which I think is quite fair. I could have gone and offered him less. I didn't want to upset him. I offered him an important player, because sometimes if you offer young players crucial, they say that they don't believe you and they don't want to move to your club, and that's just basically really annoying. And as you can see here, I go and accept Aubameyang to the club, which is absolutely great news. He is now in my team. I was so happy with that. Accumulated another signing, so I go and put him straight into my squad, see where he'll fit in. I go to Aubameyang, and I see I've got Amrabat over here. It says that he can play like as a right mid or a striker. I was sort of debating where should I play them. I didn't really know too well, guys, so I decided to move. What did I do? I decided to put Amrabat up top because he had been scoring quite a lot of goals recently, and I decided to put Niang on the right. See what happens. Just experiment with that. Try and play. And yeah, this is sort of just the ending stages of the episode. I would be doing another one. I just advanced to the final game of the season, the first game of the season. Don't know what I'm saying. And yeah, I get a scout report here about these players. And yeah, about a minute left of this episode, guys. I'm just going to advance to the final game, first game of the season. I need to stop saying final game. First game of the season. And that is where I'm going to end the episode. I'll be doing another one definitely later today. I might do 3 uploads, something today. It's going to be good because you guys definitely deserve it. You've been waiting. But apart from that, make sure you enter our giveaway for 50k. All you need to do is just subscribe and send one other person. May do a live stream. Let's try and hit 240 subscribers. And the giveaway will be announced later on today. 340 subscribers. The more people you send, the higher odds you have of winning. And apart from that, I hope that you enjoyed today's video, and I will see you all later. Goodbye.